Trump spent a lot of time blabbing about this Mexican wall that he wants to put up. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you the wall is obsolete. The drug cartels have now officially turned to drones, and these are the kind of drones that can carry a heavy amount of weight. They can carry like 60 pounds of meth clearly over the border. Now, they got a hold of one drone recently, but can you imagine all of the drones that have made it over the border that they did not catch? I mean, all they got to do is send these drones overnight or when it's dark, or even send them through Canada. It doesn't matter. They're still getting the drugs here, and it doesn't matter if you got a wall up and they're using drones. Okay? It doesn't matter. So if he think a wall is a be-all way to stop the drugs from coming in, then he's just a big fool. Okay? The drones kind of defeat the entire purpose of having a wall. And like I said before, these drug cartels will always stay a step ahead of any law enforcement here in the US. They always have, they always will. Things will never change. Just like China mailing in all of the fentanyl to the US through the mail, and the dogs can't even smell the fentanyl at all. And, you know, with Mexico, they keep changing the formula of the fentanyl too. So keeping all of that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and play this video, ladies and gentlemen. I just want you to pay close attention to what they're saying.
Donald Trump says that he wants to build a wall in order to prevent criminals and drug traffickers from bringing drugs across the border. But an interesting new trend is emerging. With drone technology improving, more and more drug traffickers are actually using drones in order to get drugs past the border. Now, police recently busted a 25-year-old American citizen, George Edwin Rivera, about 2,000 yards from the border after spotting his drone in flight. Authorities recovered the drone as well as a huge stash of drugs, 13 pounds of meth, which is worth a reported $46,000 on the streets. So here's a picture of the drone that he used. Its retail value is about $5,000, and it was created specifically to carry heavy material. So people in the film industry use this drone in order to, carry cameras and do aerial shots. And so it's interesting because not only has this happened at the border, apparently drug traffickers are now using these drones to drop drugs in prison yards. Just last week, a smaller hobby drone was used to drop off a package containing marijuana, a mobile phone, and a razor blade into a prison yard in Michigan. That was actually the third time it happened in the state. So
yeah. So, well, there goes Donald Trump's idea of, well, we got to build a wall because otherwise, with a fence, the guys are drug dealers are throwing 60 pounds of marijuana over the fence and hitting people in the head. He claimed that. That's never happened. It's not documented. It's not true. It's another crazy Trump lie. So, but in this case, they don't have to throw the 60 pounds of marijuana over the wall anymore. You could just fly it in on a drone. And yes, sometimes they get caught, but oftentimes they don't get caught. So now the point of the wall.
Legalize the drugs, legalize and regulate the drugs, please, for the love of God. A wall isn't going to solve the drug problem, okay? Drug traffickers are going to find a way to get the drugs across the border if there's demand for it. Just legalize or decriminalize it, regulate it, and take the power away from the cartels. Why is it so hard for people to understand that?
No, and I think if we go just one more year with the war on drugs, we'll turn it right around and we'll win. Whatever winning is.
People who are using meth need help, right? But if you legalize and regulate meth, here's what's not going to happen. People who have no interest in meth using meth all of a sudden. Like, just legalize it, regulate it, get people the help they need, take the power away from the cartels. Let's move on with our lives, please.
Yeah, it's not like if it's legal, I'm like, oh, all of a sudden I'd like to have all my teeth rot out, lose my mind, and attack people randomly. Sure, I'll sign up for that. No, just make it a tiny bit safer. But so, of course, the wall is also for immigrants coming in. But this whole idea that it was going to win the war on drugs with the wall is so preposterous. As someone pointed out, and Trump didn't have an answer for during the campaign, they're like, well, they could dig underneath. And he's like he never thought of that. And now they can also fly above it with the drones. We call it one drone. God knows how many there are, dozens or hundreds out there. So this has just begun. Help us build independent media together. Come join us, TYT Network.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that. The drug cartels are heavily using drones to get drugs across the border, and many of them are going uncaught. All right. So that just go to show you a wall would be counterproductive and a waste of billions and billions of dollars. Please tell me what you think in the comment section. Please leave your comment and subscribe. And if you can donate to my channel, please do. Peace, family.